So, recapping from last time, again, just so many things going on, everybody. You had, at the beginning of last session, just defeated the first trio of Defiant Claws. Those rogue Leonin that had been kicked out of their tribes and had formed into this mercenary band. There was like an advanced group, maybe like the closest little 3-person group that they had nearby, that decided to just go to Draketh and start attacking people, and that's exactly what they did. You had defeated them 2 sessions ago. You did some investigating. You found a note on one of them that said that the bosses say to kill everyone in the city, but I say to kill Elson Brightmane first. And it was signed by a person who we now know is Takrir, who is known to Elson, has a connection to Elson, is also, as Elson shared, an ex of his. And for whatever reason has seems to be able to direct other Defiant Claws to do things, and had directed at least this group, maybe all the Defiant Claws, to target just Elson. Maybe to begin with. Maybe that's the only thing he's going to have to do. Who knows? We'll find out maybe sometime in the future, next time on Dragon Ball Z. You got told right after you got done investigating and finding that note that Amalia, the leader of the town watch, everybody loves Amalia, that she was back. Like, she had been helping people out in the city and had gone back to the town watch center. Hey, get up there and talk to her. You went and talked to her. Super chill gal, I'll say. Just like a real team player and just like a really positive energy. No, I'm completely lying. She's a jerk butt and said, hey, thanks so much for getting in here and taking some initiative and directing our troops to different places around the city. But actually, I'm redirecting them. Yeah, fuck you, basically. And I'm going to send all of our troops over to the western side of the city. And there's nothing you can do about it because I'm the leader of the town watch and it's my call. And if you want to do something else, you're going to have to get the council to override me because fuck you. Elson and Aerie kind of ran out of the town watch center after Elson got pretty upset and had a long conversation about just kind of like where Elson was to a certain degree emotionally, because he was pretty distraught after finding that note. Tully and Rain continue to talk to Amalia and try to like shift her opinion a little bit, maybe try to get her to see your perspective of why you did these things. Rain actually caught her off guard at one point by asking her who was paying her to make this decision. And that completely tripped her up. She was not expecting that question. Unfortunately, she was able to kind of recover and sort of deflect. And then Tully tried to convince her to do your plan, and she just left out of frustration because there was a persuasion roll in there that didn't go super well. You went over to the council chambers and did some like vote stuff, but everything that you tried to do stalled because it was 3-3. We needed that 7th person, who is Lork Tuscan, the Scraptic overboss. You investigated the Temple of Astitia, where the priestesses of Astitia, the god of waters, the god of rain, were pretty distraught and were in fact kind of in hysterics. They had captured Lork and were helping him by like submerging him in water, basically torturing the poor guy. You rescued him from the temple and noted several times the high priestess is a baddie, which I deeply appreciate and respect. We got back to the council chambers. You went through the first vote, which is to like let the Scraptics have resources to do all the defensive positions that they needed, and got that through. Hooray! We have those resources now, and they can start doing that stuff. The second vote was to override Amalia, and you got 4 out of 7 votes. You got a majority. But right before that last person cast their vote, a man in a black cloak with small round scars on his face and one green eye and one blue eye ran in, handed the merchant counselor a note, and the merchant counselor changed his vote on the spot. Elson and Aerie both recognized through a history check, recognize this person. It was someone who was preaching on, for Elson, it was somebody who was preaching on a dais in a plaza in Draketh, like weeks and weeks ago on the morning of that first mission that you all got assigned together. And for Aerie, this man was someone who had been in her father's office arguing with him on that same morning. But aside from that, you don't necessarily know who it is. It's just someone that you both recognized and is at this sort of critical moment in this room handing this person this note. Elson was able to, the guy like went to escape, and Elson was able to stop him. And we ended that last session with the very simple question from Elson: what did you give him? And so that's going to be where we are picking up today. The man in the black cloak with the blue and green eyes and the small circular face scars looks up at you from the ground. That last question that you'd asked is still echoing through the council chambers. What did you give him? The demand to know what that note said, that it swayed Adidia's vote and canceled the decision to override Amalia. It's still sort of ringing through the air. This guy is on the ground at Elson's feet, at the feet of a 7-foot-tall lion person, and the counselors are all at their podiums, just like shocked. Aditya is maybe the only one who doesn't look super surprised. The man at your feet isn't saying anything, to be clear. He's not responding, reacting. He's just laying there, kind of terrified.
Elson's gonna look at Gabori, I think is the name of the council leader.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the protocol on asking to see notes passed around the council chamber and influencing a vote at the last second? Sounds a lot like blackmail to me.
I would have to agree with you on that one, Elson. So whatever measures you would like to take in this moment, or any of your companions would like to take, I think that you have my full support. You have my vote, as it were.
How far is Elson from Aditya? Like, I know that this other person is on the ground in front of me.
I mean, like 30 feet, probably. Not far.
Elson is still standing over this guy, and he's going to look over at Aditya, and he's just going to go.
You see Aditya, that note still like clutched in his hand, and he just looks at you, but doesn't move, and he kind of is looking around at the other counselors. He just like doesn't move from the podium.
There's 2 ways we can do this, and I think that you would prefer the first way. I shouldn't have to explain why.
What are the 2 ways? Just like to know my options, please.
You can walk over here and give me the note to read. Actually, I'll give you 3 options. You can walk over here and give me the note to read. Number 2, you can read the note to all of us here in these chambers. Or 3, I can walk over to you and take the note from you and read it to everyone in these chambers.
It seems like each one of these is sort of coming down to the same result.
That's correct.
You're a smart one.
Okay. And he steps out from behind his podium and walks around it and walks over to the closest person in your party, who is Aerie, and hands Aerie the note.
Aerie's going to take the note and actually just hand it over to Elson.
Oh, okay.
Elson is kind of not hard, but he has one of his feet kind of like, okay, relax. It's not that weird. Kind of having his foot like kind of over, like not hard, but like has his foot on this guy's chest. So like he can't get up. And he's looking down and he will read the note.
Now sorry, I want to clarify. Is Elson hard or not hard? It's like you said, he's like, I just want to clarify because you said a couple of times that he was, but I don't know for sure.
He's the you know what? I should quit playing D&D. I clearly can't speak words. I'm really bad at
I understand.
speaking.
You're saying that he's not pressing on him with his foot hard.
Correct. He's not pressing hard, but he's got his foot gingerly on this guy's chest. And he's ready to put all of his lionessy into that step if he needs to.
But Elson is not hard.
He is not
like
hard.
Elson himself is not
hard.
Okay. All right,
No.
thank you.
Okay, cool.
Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah,
it's important, I think.
That would have been awkward, me handing the note. You know?
It sure would have. Yeah, you open the note, and it's a very short message. It simply says, support the override and die. And then dash in 2 letters, SW.
SW.
Do you read that out loud?
Yes, Elson reads.
Okay.
So it reads this.
Everybody in the party, please make a history check. Your DC for this is 12.
First roll of the session.
Nice, you're a very good girl.
And Elson's not hard.
Elson's
It
not
was a
hard.
bad one for me. I got a net 1.
Oh no. I got
my
a 3.
God.
Oh god. It is a bad day to be me.
I got an 8.
I got a 12.
Yay!
God.
One person.
Oh.
So as Elson reads this out, and I want to, again, so this is sort of over the table talking to you guys and also to our audience to a certain degree. For the characters, this bit of information I'm about to share as the history check, for them it happened a couple of days ago. For us, it happened literally months ago. So just for clarity, as you hear that note read out, Tully, and you hear SW, your mind jumps back to what for you was just a couple of days ago, to when you were down in the weather station. And you had read all these terminals that had a bunch of information on them about Avved and about people from the High Mines who had been in Avved doing research and stuff. And one of those people's names was Stellan Wischtoff. Stellan Wischtoff was the author of the report by the High Mines, who said that he was a person of some, and I'm going to quote, of some import in Draketh. An important person in Draketh. And those initials are on this note telling Aditya, the merchant counselor, that if he supports overriding Amalia, that he will be killed.
He controls the markets.
I'm sorry, that was telling, what's the counselor's name?
Aditya?
Aditya, okay. Just don't want to mess this up when I relay the info.
There you go.
Can't mess it up more than Elson did.
SW, we heard that, we saw a name like that in the, down in the weather station. Stellan Wischtoff, I think it was. Do y'all remember that?
No.
I rolled
Maybe
a
it
3,
rings a
so
I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't even remember that we were there because I rolled a nat 1.
Stop. Oh my gosh.
Maybe
Where
I
are
just
we
had
again?
Nelson, I
an
swore you had a
amazing
third or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh eye. For this
I
sort
will
of thing.
fucking leave this game, I swear to God. I will leave this game. I will yank the plug.
But I remember the terminal saying that it was someone of import here in Draketh.
The exact again, because this just happened to you guys a couple of days ago in game. That exact thing that you read on the terminal said, "During my time as a person of some import in Fulgaros and Draketh, I have been uniquely positioned to observe the great number of races and species of our local region." Mm-hmm. And then it kind of goes on to talk about these various races in brief, and then says, "While observation from seclusion has the greatest opportunity to record unimpeachable data, my close proximity has in truth given me insights I wouldn't trade. Still, my why," and then it cuts out. Or it did cut out.
Right.
From when you were there.
I do remember that. So, a threat, blackmail, from a member of the High Mind, which has been directed to destroy Draketh. So in actuality, Amalia's order to keep the soldiers in the Merchants District puts Draketh at risk, exactly as we had anticipated.
You see a shudder kind of go through the counselors as you deliver that line.
And Elson is going to hand the note over to Gabori. I think a compromised vote is from one of your counselors is enough. Would that be enough to override that particular counselor's override?
I think in this instance, supporting Amalia and supporting Aditya is completely unacceptable. You have your override. We will dispatch orders to the troops with haste and make sure that they don't become entrenched in their locations across the river.
Amalia should be brought here to answer for this.
Absolutely. And you see Lurk call an attendant over, and he begins to talk to them, and they dash out of the room and into that storage area, presumably up the ladder to the roof with a note in hand heading that direction. He looks over at your group and says, "I'm sending orders to the town watch center now."
Elston's gonna nod, and then he's gonna squat down and he's gonna look at the guy on the ground.
The guy kind of squishes himself closer to the floor.
Elston's enjoying this, and he's gonna get very close into his face, and he's gonna smile enough to show his teeth. Now what to do with you? The Morning Lord calls all of us to do harm only when harm is threatened upon us. Are you doing harm upon us?
When you start talking about Lathander, he scoffs. You literally hear him go, "Okay."
You didn't answer my question.
I don't put much stock in a god who doesn't respond to the pleas of their faithful. So I'm glad that you have that, but it's not really of any interest to me.
Funny thing to say for a man underneath a 7-foot lion's foot. I think the Morning Lord has answered me just fine, don't you?
Is Elson hard now?
He's super hard. He's
a good
rock
question.
hard.
Yeah, rock hard for sure. He simply he simply looks up at you and says, if my death provides an interesting data point to my god, then it will have been a life well lived for me.
A data point?
He worships Primus. Elson's gonna look up and look at Gabori. I think he should be held for questioning, but I'm going to leave that to your discretion. My discretion usually ends with swinging a weapon.
Well, considering that the leadership of our town watch has been compromised, I don't know that I feel comfortable having him sent there currently. Why don't you take him back to your headquarters? And you can question him there.
Sure, Peggy will help us watch over him.
I think that's a wonderful idea. And he's gonna look back down at this guy and... You're gonna love Peggy.
Bless you.
He just kind of like shakes, no, hey, wait, no, please.
And he's gonna pick him up and put him over his shoulder and start
Yes.
heading over to...
I was hoping.
Start heading over to the Scrapdick headquarters. I'm assuming that's where Peggy is still.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Yeah, okay. We head back up to the roof and down one of those parapets onto a water taxi. By the time that you get back to, or you get down into the water taxi, this guy is like not like fighting it anymore. He knows he's caught, so he just sort of like slumps down between like in the middle of your group in the water taxi, and you're able to get back to the Scrapdick HQ without much doing, let's say. As you arrive, you climb up again some ladders into the second floor, closely keeping an eye on this guy as you go inside. And as you enter into the Artificer's main level on the second floor, because again, the first floor is all water, right? It's just like the river has taken over the first floor completely. As you enter into that second level Artificer's area, you see Aunt Peggy kind of like wheel around and say, all right, we're just bringing in strays now, I guess. I mean, we're kind of full up in here. If y'all can't tell, we're trying to get ready to install all these like hardened positions at all the places around town that y'all wanted so bad.
Very interesting that you say that, and he's going to just drop this guy. Speaking of hard, and he's going to just drop this guy at Peggy's feet.
Don't understand. I was really hoping y'all were going to go with the foot massage parlor idea, but
in the future,
I guess, yeah.
We found this charming gentleman at the counselor's chamber when he threatened Counselor Aditya to change their vote when determining where to send the forces in the city. He works for the High Mind.
He works for the High... Okay, Well, I do have so many gadgets and doodads that I could introduce him to if y'all are interested. I don't know if they're going to be long-term companions, but they'll at least spend a night together.
That sounds fun to me. What about you? And he's going to look down at the guy again. He's
like completely pale. Like completely top to bottom pale.
Last chance.
So she looks around at your group and she says, do y'all want like a room or something? Because we've got a couple available. It's not like a lot, but it's a little bit bigger than like a broom closet that we could put you in.
Put us in or put him in?
Well, I'm assuming that you want to have a very, I hesitate to say this, but intimate conversation. Probably going to get more than a foot rub if you catch my drift.
Would Elson fit in this?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, she's
okay.
taking proportions
Okay,
into
okay.
account. Yeah.
Let's say it's just everybody cramped in there, and Elson just be like, "You come here often?" But Elson's goes down. Last chance.
I don't. What last chance? Sorry, I'm still doing it, Peggy.
I don't know what you talk about.
I'm not watching.
Praise promise.
He just looks up at you and says, "Last chance for what? What do you haven't asked me anything?
Yeah,
What
I
do
don't
you
think we've
want?
asked him any questions, Elson.
Last chance to make you a friendship bracelet? I can do that. Do you have stuff for me to make it
I
out
would
of? What do you
love a
want?"
friendship, and he's gonna just shake his head. All right, let's start simply. Who are you?
Just out here, around Do you not? Okay,
We're just
here.
getting to know each other.
Great, cool. Okay. I'm well,
Broom closet.
No.
Elson and looks at Maggie. Where's the broom? Can you direct us to the broom closet, please?
Oh yeah, it's over there. And
Thank
she
you
just
very
kinda
much.
Gestured. Yeah.
And he's just gonna grab this guy by his collar and take him over.
What's the rest of the party doing? Is this like, are you all just watching this happen? Are you cool with this? Like, what are the other people's?
I was gonna go easy on you until you insulted the Morning Lord, honestly.
Like, what's everybody else doing? You know,
Aries just watching this whole thing unfold. At the same time, I'm kind of proud at how Elson's actually handling this, because usually Elson kind of flies off the handle and just rages out.
I've told you all before that chains and whips excite me.
I think Tully's kind of standing back with Ari, and we both are just kind of like smiling. I'm like, kind of like,
yeah. It's a new side of Elson who's not raging.
Elson's gonna
it's
look
like a
back.
rage, but not a rage. Very
Tully,
interesting.
I don't know. Like, did Elson start taking some kind of different anger management class or something that I don't know of? I was ready for him to just pound on him already, or just step on him with his full weight.
I'm gonna need a good cop over here.
Tully,
oh, good cop.
Yeah, good cop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I can.
can you
be a
good cop it? Okay.
Yeah.
You make a good cop.
Yeah. You're very logical. I feel like you could do this.
You're also probably the only other one that's gonna fit in this room, if we're being honest.
I was
It's
thinking
big
that
enough for
too.
everyone.
It's a broom closet,
Yeah,
for
big-
fuck's sake. What kind
It's-
of brooms does she store in there?
Hey, you live in the desert. You need a lot of brooms.
That
This is true. Yeah.
That is fair.
Thank you. Yeah, you walk into this broom closet, which is currently empty of brooms, and it just has a single chair that's been pre-bolted to the floor. Wow.
Oh my god, the broom closet.
Yeah.
Well, Elson's gonna poke his head out really quick. Peggy, do you have any toys that we can use?
Elston, are you flirting with me? Excuse me.
Peggy, you should know I only have eyes for you.
Multiple at that, Peggy.
Multiple
Multiple eyes.
It's just a cornucopia of ocular equipment, I would say.
I feel like Soup is experiencing her 13th reason right now. I just keep seeing her put her head in her hand.
Yeah.
I'm entertained.
But I
This is
more
not-
was referring to something for the gentleman here in the broom closet.
For the conversation that they're about to have, Peggy. For the
I mean, do you
conversation.
want like a fidget spinner or like, I don't know what kind of, be more specific. I mean, you got a big sword. Do you need anything else?
Things that can encourage him to talk without me chopping off extremities.
Hold on. And she walks over to a tool bench and like grabs a pair of pliers and walks over and puts them in your hand and says, "Okay, y'all have fun now," and closes the door.
Can I just say I'm kind of disappointed because I thought Aunt Peggy said that she had numerous toys that we
Oh,
could
100
use?
100%. But also, we're not going to go too much into detail about how we torture a person.
Yeah.
That's fair.
On the show.
Fair
enough.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Elson is going to walk back into this room where this gentleman is seated and look over at Tully. And
Well, he's gonna.
go ahead.
So he's gonna take out like a little a bullet, and I'm gonna cast magical tinkering on it
Nice.
to do like a light. I want to have like a little, kind of have like a little light, like a spotlight on him.
Sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Elson, like with one hand, like paw, I guess, he's gonna extend one of his claws and he imbues that claw with just a little bit of divine light. Just he doesn't have as much control, as much, as strong a connection to Lathander as he usually does. But, he can still do his smites and stuff like that. So even though it's not maybe as bright as it could usually be, he's kind of bluffing. And,
Sure.
So there's a little bit of light on the tip of his claw. And he puts it up he's kind of like doing this so like the light kind of goes against his face. Who are you?
I am a member of the Highlines.
You're more than that.
No shit.
You're much more than that. We've seen you around Draketh. I saw you preaching in the square.
And how did you find my sermon?
Well, as a follower of the Morning Lord, I have an inherent bias, but not bad.
That's interesting. I will make sure to take detailed notes about that. Thank you.
But when I said, who are you, I meant your name.
Need an intimidation check.
What is my intimidation? You would think by now I would have had these memorized, but I don't. Okay. That is a 14.
Okay, he only got a 5. Between the light and your glowing claw, you see his resolve crack just a little bit, and he says, "My name is Waylon Tross."
We have heard that name. We've heard that name.
It does sound really
We've
familiar.
heard that name.
I remember that name.
Can I?
Everybody make a history check.
Okay, because I was going to say, I know I've heard that name.
DC 10 this time.
Why are my history rolls such dog water?
Same. I'm just moving up. Now I got a 2.
12.
14.
Okay. So Tully and Rain, you remember that the name Waylon Tross was on one of the name placards on one of the rooms down in the weather station. And that he had also written one of the reports from one of the terminals.
I knew that name was familiar. So wait,
And
is he
his report-
human or is he an elf or like?
He's a human. He's a human.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He'd written a report on religion in Avved and how over time it seemed data was suggesting that more and more people were like just stopping worshiping any gods of any kind. Over the course of like centuries upon centuries, like that the amount of worship was just fading.
Sorry,
Well,
one
I
more
think you
above
were,
table question is Rain like with us? Like where are Rain and Airy in?
Like
Oh,
right
yeah,
outside the.
Okay,
the
we're all
I was-
together. Okay.
Oh,
I
we're
was
all
thinking
together.
you were
Yeah.
all in the room together. Yes, the
We
room
all
is big
packed
enough
into
for
the
everybody.
closet.
It's
We're all
large
packed
enough.
in, and I guess it's just like Tully and I are kind of leading the
Yeah,
interrogation. Okay.
But that doesn't mean like we haven't heard much from Ari or Rain yet, and I don't want you guys to just be on the sidelines. So like, we want to get you in there for sure. But Tully, you were gonna say something?
Lynn, I definitely remember your name in the weather station. I feel like you had a pretty important role there. You had a room for yourself down there.
I mean, every worker at the weather station has their own personal bedroom. I know that's maybe hard to believe for people who sleep in potato sacks and whatnot on the streets. But yes, we all have our own private rooms. And thank you for assigning importance to me, but truly I was merely a low-level agent in service to the High Minds.
If I just wanted to punch him in the face, what do I roll for that?
You're gonna... I mean, he is in a chair, and so there is no, like, armor class to beat. You can roll damage if you want, or roll intimidation if you want. Whichever way you would want to go.
So it would just be like unarmed strike then?
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I roll to hit or just roll damage?
Just roll damage. There's nowhere for him to go. You're gonna hit.
It just says 3 bludgeoning. It doesn't say which die to roll for an unarmed strike.
It's 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
1d4 because I was offended.
Max damage.
4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So as he's saying, maybe those of you who are not used to, who just kind of, or who normally sleep on the potato sacks on the street, Ari's just gonna walk over very aggressively and punch him in the face.
that like, gauntleted hand that you have crashes into his face, and you see a tooth fly out as you make contact, and he kind of shakes his head and he spits, and like blood splatters down on the ground in front of the chair, and he says, I can only imagine how hard it's been, and the frustration that you're feeling is only because it's hard to face the truth.
Don't mock us.
I don't mock, I observe and report. That's my job.
You think you're so high and mighty, but what does Primus do for you even?
What does... I don't understand. What a silly question. What does Primus do for us? We serve our god. I don't understand the nature of your question.
Service usually comes from a mutual symbiotic relationship with the one to whom you have given your service. Maybe he doesn't do anything specifically for you, but you don't serve without purpose.
We serve Primus to render and surrender all knowledge to him, because that is how it is supposed to be.
All of this.
And if this concept is too large or too hard for you to understand, don't worry about it. It's not for you to understand.
Now Elson's gonna punch him, but he's gonna use his claws.
Oh, cool.
Because I have claws as a melee attack that I just get innately.
Oh, I was like, you are a lion. You don't have to explain that you have claws.
Yeah, no, I just mean like it's an actual benefit, like because like a regular unarmed strike for me would just be that 1d4, but now this is 1d4 plus 2 slashing damage. So
Can I ask a dumb question? What answers are we trying to get from him when we know that other like folk are coming to attack soon?
Okay, that is 6.
You tell me. I can't be the one who decides that for you.
No, I'm asking the group basically.
Oh, okay.
Currently Elson, since Elson wants to question him. Well, like, what are we asking him for? Like,
Essentially,
And
why he wanted to
hold on.
override.
Hold on. I love this. This is great. But can
Do it
we
in
do this in
character.
character?
Yeah.
All of you. I want all 4 of you to like, what are you asking? And for what purpose? And like, what are you trying to get? I love this question and this conversation. Let's do it.
okay, so I'll let Elson hit him first.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I hit him. I do. 6 damage.
Claws slash, and you see like those cuts open up on one of his cheeks and start to like dribble blood down. And
Okay.
he just sort of like smirks at you as you do it.
So after that whole instance happens, Aries gonna turn to Elson and just go, a lot of what he's saying is kind of pissing me off, really, but and I feel like I'm channeling my inner Elson here just because that's not like me to just punch someone in the face just because they said something.
It was a good hit, by the way. That was a great hit.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I am very curious as to what information is it that we're trying to get from him, really? Because we read the note. We know
We
he
need to
swayed,
understand why.
why it swayed the vote.
We need to understand why they wanted to override. He knows something we don't.
So why they wanted to continue to have the troops positioned the way that
Correct.
they had them positioned.
Correct.
Okay.
And especially targeting
And what-
the merchant, Aditya.
And the connection to Stellan Wischtoff. I mean, I know he also worked or was mentioned at the weather station, but how does he factor in to this whole ordeal?
So we're having this whole conversation in front of him, his name escapes me because it's really
Waylon.
Waylon. Waylon
thank
Jennings.
Waylon Tross.
Waylon.
So we're having this conversation all in front of him.
I kind
Correct,
of
because
assumed
we're
I
in
kind of
character.
assumed we had leaned to the side and we're kind of speaking like more privately.
Oh,
Yeah.
I assumed that it's a small enough.
It's.
room
I
for-
don't think. Yeah, I mean, like if you wanted to
I
try to
think he
stealth
can
check
hear
it, we could. But
Okay.
he's probably gonna hear you. Yeah.
Which
All
I
right,
think
I'm
is
not worried
I
about
think
it.
it's fine. So Aries just gonna turn to him and to Waylon and just say, so now you know what it is that we're looking for. Do you really want to continue with this kind of questioning that we're doing? Can't you just answer what it is that we're trying to figure out?
Oh
You
no,
already
I
had
would.
one of the nice ones hit you, so you're not doing too well here.
I am
The
pretty
nicest
much
one.
The nicest one.
Yeah.
He kind of looks. He looks at each one of you as you say that, Tully. Wondering who the other nice one is.
The other nice one is me. You don't want to make the dragon mad either.
I'm gonna breathe out some frost.
Ooh, I love that.
Ooh.
Damn, that's so cool.
I know.
He sort of like pushes himself backward in the chair a little bit and says, "No, I would much prefer that this questioning, as you're calling it, end immediately. If we could be done now, that would be wonderful."
All right, well then,
It took you so long to even tell us your name. So, who is Stellan Wischtoff to you?
Make an intimidation check there, right? And I'm going to give you advantage because of your cool frost breath.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Frost.
I think that's dope as hell.
15.
Woo!
Okay, he only got a 6.
Woo!
So as you sort of emanate that frost breath out and ask him that question, he swallows and kind of leans away from you and says he's one of our operators here in the city, one of the people who works for the high mines here in Draketh, and has been embedded here for something like 20 or 25 years.
One of how many others do you have?
A handful. Doesn't really take very many to affect the kind of changes and collect the sort of data that we want.
You had a handful of
Always.
people up here watching everyone in the city struggle to find water and food and power and to live.
Oh yes, direct observation's the best way to collect data.
So he's gonna punch him now.
Nice. We're also taking turns.
Yeah, go ahead and roll unarmed strike, 1d4 plus your strength mod.
Yeah, 3 damage.
Where do you punch him?
He's sitting in a chair, so I feel like you could reach his face.
It's not that short. Short.
I'm
I
sorry,
think-
I was basing it off of Savannah.
Damn, dude. Wow.
So he kind of does a little hop up.
How about those tippy toes?
No, I think Tully punches him in the gut.
He just immediately loses all of his air, just like, and starts like kind of gasping, choking to try to get it back.
Weak.
Takes him a few moments, but he recovers, and his eyes are watering, and he reaches up and like kind of wipes the tears away, and he says, "I don't know what else you want me to tell you, but that's the truth."
Why?
I don't care if it's the truth, you're an asshole. There's people's lives that you ruined, that you all ruined and destroyed for your bullshit. I don't care what data you got. You caused us to not have water. We know, we saw. You had every opportunity to help us.
Why would we help test subjects in a test we designed? Why would we corrupt the data?
Say the word data again. And he's gonna get right in his face. Call
Data?
us data again.
I will refrain from doing so.
Good boy.
What kind of false god requires live human being creature experimentation? You guys are truly sick and twisted.
Primus is a god of knowledge. His desired sacrifices, the things that please him, can come in almost any form. And when you've exhausted the mundane, the only option is to begin experimenting. Certainly that's understandable.
And
not
what is
your
the
actual
point
test
of
subjects.
knowledge without empathy?
I don't understand the nature of your question.
What a shock.
Knowledge is timeless. Emotions are limited. Morality is nothing more than a advantaged perspective.
Your advantaged perspective, maybe.
That's correct, yes.
What do you hope to gain from the knowledge of all of this?
To sacrifice that knowledge and send it to Primus. It's not any more complicated than that.
With
It isn't,
no benefit to you.
Worship is its own benefit. Certainly you, as a person of faith, know that.
Our worship does not involve hurting people.
Tomato, tomato.
Why did you give the order, or why did you deliver the order to Aditya?
Because I was told to.
Why is it important for the... They're not soldiers. What are they again? I'm sorry.
Mercenaries?
For the
Mercenaries?
the actual troops of Draketh?
Yeah. Why was it important to have the troops placed in the positions that they were placed in?
Well, we wouldn't want the bulk of our investments to be potentially damaged by untrained mercenaries.
They're just covering their own ass.
The bulk of your... Wait, you said the bulk of their assets?
Mm-hmm.
What assets?
I fear I've said too much.
Fear you've said not enough.
Elson's going to Daunting Roar.
Ooh.
That is a DC 13. And just to confirm it, because I believe I can choose who is affected by it, so that it's not just scaring everyone in the room.
I think it's Conal,
creatures of your choice within 10 feet that can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Does Elson want to tell us to back up?
No, when he says that, I think I've said too much. He just like momentarily loses his temper, and he's going to Daunting Roar in this guy's face with a DC 13.
DC 13. He has a -1. He got a 17.
God damn.
God damn, that's his first good roll of the day.
It's the first one that he's gotten more than single digits.
I don't think anything happens on that one.
He sort of like, as you roar into his face, he leans backward and kind of turns his head away and says, I understand that you are upset.
Upset? The man I love is coming to kill me. The man I loved is coming to kill me. Me, specifically, before following any of your orders. You want to talk about being upset? I don't think you understand what upset means. I don't think you've ever felt an emotion in your life. I don't think you've ever had a shred of empathy in your life. You claim to worship your God. I don't think you understand what worship means. You only know how to take. You only understand numbers. Maybe this is a number you will understand. If we don't get the answers that we seek, everyone in your hive mind will only know the number 0.
I will make sure to record that you still have feelings for Takrir. That was something that we had mentioned was over, but it sounds like there is still some connection between the two of you.
Well, that tends to happen. You wouldn't know.
No, it doesn't interest me. But it is important for us to keep accurate logs, as I'm sure you can understand.
He's going to
that's
whack
the
him again
wrong-
in the face.
Yeah.
Claws.
Oh, boy.
Oops, I put that away. I needed that. That will be an additional 4 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, he's now got matching slashes across kind of both cheeks that are openly bleeding. He's starting to look rough, to be clear. He sort of shakes his head, sort of flicking droplets of blood around the room, and then looks at each of you and says, in a few days' time, all of this is going to be over. Lorelia is coming, and, she is under the gun this time. And do whatever you want with me, but it isn't going to stop what she's bringing. So.
Well, then it shouldn't matter what you tell us. What assets were you talking about?
Make an intimidation check.
$14.
2. Guy gets
He's
one good
failing
roll,
all the rolls that count.
all single digits. He says, man, how do I... Well, you've already pieced together that we work with... We work with Stellan, of course. And you've already pieced together that we work with Amalia, obviously. That dwarf miner, too. Although, he's more of a contractor than a member. And then myself.
Why would you want to divert our troops for them?
I already told you, to protect our assets.
To
What
protect them.
assets?
To protect... I think he means to protect those people he mentioned. The miner, and
Amalia
and
Stellan.
Stellan.
Oh, sorry. I guess it just...
Yeah, slipped my mind too. I'm
Well,
tired from hitting him.
It seems weird to hear somebody constantly call people data and assets instead of just people.
You work with bits and bobs to get resources for your missions, to delve into dangerous places in search of technology. Are those pieces of technology that you rent not assets to you? And by extension, are the people that we work with not assets to us?
The technology is an asset, yes, but bits and bobs are friends.
Your group here, your compatriots, the people you work with, they are not assets to you. They don't benefit you or help you in some way. Whether they receive benefit from it or not, are they not also assets to you?
They're more than just assets.
But are they assets to you?
No.
They can be more, but are they assets?
People
The
are
only
not
logical
assets.
the only logical answer to that question is yes. The only logical answer to it is yes. For you to say that they're not means that they don't mean anything to you at all. And that's what the whole crux of your argument is, right? That people have meaning to you?
Well, we call
But
them
saying
people.
that something is an asset means that it could just be replaced, that its only purpose is to serve you or be a benefit or a piece of data, and we're more than that to each other.
Tully, I like the way that you think. There might be a place for you in the High Minds.
I don't think I'll be signing up.
It's an interesting take. We do provide quite a bit to our members, but let me
And
know
I've
if
seen
you
what you take away from everyone else. No.
I completely understand your perspective as someone who's been in our laboratory for so long. But consider the way that the people at the weather station lived. Was it so terrible? Getting to explore their heart's desire to extrapolate and experiment and to adjust and see the results of their changes. And is it really that bad when you begin to think about it? You're a tinkerer yourself. Have you not experimented with your own creations many times? Are we really so different, Tully?
Yeah, yes, yeah. Because I don't experiment on people. I build machines. There's a complete difference.
If you say so, but
I'm not working with anything that's sentient. I'm not pitting people against their will against the elements and watching them suffer and die for data. You guys could be getting data on how you could be helping people and making their lives better. And instead, you're letting people die of thirst artificially. You're causing the problem and then recording the data about it when you could be causing the solutions and just equally turning in that data. But is your God that sadistic that he only wants data on how you're making people suffer? I don't give a fuck how your people are living. It's not worth sacrificing others for.
I mean, of course, Tully, if that's the impression that I've given you, I'm so sorry that I've misrepresented the High Mind so completely. We did do that. Exactly what you said. We made Avved a paradise for hundreds, thousands of years. Long before it was a barren wasteland desert. It was exactly the way that you described. And we collected that data too. And perhaps with what we've learned from this new turn, we might go back to it one day. Because certainly our perspective will have changed because of the data that we've collected from this new version of Avved.
I think now you all are about to find out what happens when you take your test subjects and your assets and you squeeze everything out of them. Because now that everyone knows what you're doing, once we save Draketh, they're all going to go after you. I hope you all understand that.
I hope you understand the gravity of what is coming here. Because no one in Draketh will be left alive to tell anyone anything about us.
Well, if you're so certain about that, then tell us what's coming.
Persuasion check.
What is my persuasion
And
score?
I'll say Tully can do that as well. Sort of tag team.
Oh, I have a +5 on persuasion. Finally, I get a persuasion roll. That is a 19.
I'm not as scary.
Well, persuasion.
Persuasion's not scary.
Yeah, not scary. He sort of rolls his eyes and says, "Oh, sure. I mean, you've accessed our terminals, much to our chagrin, so you know that we have contracts with the Defiant Claws, of course. Just some nasty business with Takrir and your father there by the whales, and The Oasis is coming, the Obelisk, and of course the Last Tears Defense Force. Now they are quite upset that we pulled them away from their stations out to the east. But of course, with all this new water, there's really not much point in having them stationed there anymore anyway. So, at least for now, once we adjust the weather settings again and get back to what we were doing, we'll probably need to send them back out there again. But for now, there's just not much point in keeping them where they were.
I assume if you know so much about Takrir and myself, you know what Takrir did, what happened to my father.
Absolutely.
Have you ever wondered yourself what it's like?
To lose my father to my lover? No, I can't say that I've shared that experience with you.
To be skinned alive. Come home in the dead of night to your pride. So many dead without their skin. Sold to slavers, to black market dealers. Because our skin fetches a price. Have you ever wondered what your skin would be worth?
Oh, in the state that you've put it in, I would assume not much currently.
Me neither. Not until recently. But I can make you this promise. You won't win. Not because my god or your god wills it, but because we've already flipped the script. We've already forced you to adapt in ways you didn't expect. You've had to put all of your resources against us because we didn't act as you expect. What do you think happens when we continue not to act as you expect?
He starts laughing. When you said put all of their resources toward this, he just starts laughing so loud and so just like belly laugh as you say that. And I don't want to peek my mic, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But he is just, he just busts up when you say that. You think we put all of our resources to this city? Because you made it rain? That's just the things that we're sending here, the people we're sending, they're just the ones that are nearby.
Well,
we control the planet, the whole thing, all of it. We're everywhere.
that's actually good to know.
And he kind of like, oh shit. And when he like, you see his like eyes go wide and his eyebrows come up as he realizes what he just said. And then he kind of looks at you like he just lost a hand in poker.
That's the benefit of gathering data, isn't it? That you would know. When your subject doesn't know that you're gathering data.
Then I hope that you are prepared mentally for what will happen if and when you were to pull off a miracle and somehow win this fight. Because it won't stop with 4 mercenary bands.
We're counting on that, I think. We're not fools. We're not like you. Do we need anything else from him?
I don't think so. Do you? You feel okay?
I mean, no, but we need to go start preparing and let everyone know what we've learned. What do we do with him?
I say lock him in this room and forget about it.
I say release me. What more could you possibly learn?
Nobody gives a shit what you say.
Worth a try.
Actually, no, I think it's good that you stay here. I want you to watch. I want you to see it all. I want you to see it fail. You'll be the last one. I want you to experience what it's like to watch everything you know burn. Because it will. And I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on that, Data. And he's going to walk out.
Is he currently tied to the chair?
No,
Like,
you
is he
guys
currently
just put him in the chair, basically.
Does anybody have anything that we can use to tie him to this chair so he doesn't leave the broom closet?
I mean, we could
Someone
just...
call Peggy?
As Elson exits the room, as Elson exits the room, he's gonna say, "Do you have anything we can use to tie him down? We're gonna be keeping him in there for a while."
Oh, yeah, sure. I got these. I was just using these for some fun a couple of nights ago, and she hands you a set of, leather straps.
He's gonna hold them like this. And
then don't be dainty about it.
And he's gonna toss them over to Tully.
Tully will tie him up. Nice and
I
secure.
say we install a lock on the door as well.
Elson, come here real quick. I'm gonna go up and whisper to Elson.
He will squat down.
How's the lion hygiene right now? Are we stinky Elson, or are we
I think at this point,
good smelling Elson?
I've gotten to lick myself for at least the last 30 minutes. I think I'm pretty clean.
Oh, I was hoping you had
You
to.
were licking yourself the entire
You
conversation.
It's how he deals with being hard.
So Tully's gonna take the magical tinkering, the bullet that I used, and I'm gonna go from the light. I'm gonna try to replicate the time that Elson was the stinkiest, because I remember a time that Elson was not smelling too good, because the bullet can also emit an odor.
What the
Oh, yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Leave him
here, and Elson's just gonna raise his armpits over to the
And I'm just gonna.
Do you need my butt sweat?
Listen, we had to collect this data at some point, so we're just gonna leave this data in here with you to sit and think about what you're doing.
Please do not do that. Please don't.
I don't care.
He's just gonna. I'm gonna put it right under the chair. It can emit the odor. It doesn't say the radius, but I'm assuming it's going to be nice and pungent.
It'll
right
fill the room for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, fill
So-
the broom closet. We should warn Peggy. Also.
Yeah.
Keep the door closed, Peggy.
Tell Peggy not to open this.
Why does it smell like rotten lasagna pukes? Oh God, why? Wait, is that new? Oh, it's turning a little. Hold on, wait. Okay, all right. Now it smells like dumpster water. Did somebody drink Malort in here? What is this?
Elson leans into Tully. Is it weird that that's the most offensive thing he's said about me so far?
Oh my God. It smells like 2 bags of garbage had sex. This is awful. Why?
Well, I think we all kind of walk out after that.
Yeah.
This is cruel. I don't like you.
I do not want to be in that room.
When Elson's not looking at everyone, he kind of like sniffs under his armpit. Like, do I offend?
Peggy walks over and hands you Leonin specific deodorant.
You know, that's helpful. Thank you, Peggy.
Yeah, it's been a problem for a while. We don't really have like an HR department to have those hard conversations with people.
You know what? I don't usually get wet very often, so this is new for me
So-
too. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Okay. So you learned a lot. I want you as characters to sort of recap for Peggy because she wasn't in there. So like we'll bounce off of each other here, but kind of going over the things that you have learned.
This is our pop quiz.
Oh, I do horrible pop quizzes.
So what did y'all learn from him right before you Guantanamo'd his ass?
Load his ass.
That's a restaurant that I like, by the way.
Well, I think beyond a lot of the stuff that we knew with the groups that were coming to attack, unfortunately found out that they have quite a bit of insiders here in the city.
Okay, like
Aditya,
who?
Aditya, the merchant counselor, Richard Rifkin, the mining counselor, and Amalia are all in line with the hive mind.
Two of the counselor? Oh my goodness. Is there anybody else in it? Well, I mean, 3 or 4 of them don't seem so bad is there any more?
Counselors were not sure as to whether they were working to keep all of our troops over in the merchant area to protect their quote-unquote assets, protect the people that are working for them. We've now put those folks at risk, but I think it's essential that we report back to the council report back to Gobori about the compromised council.
Well, hold on. That don't make... I mean, that kind of makes sense, but not like a ton of sense. I mean, the merchant counselor guy, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he lives in the West Streets. So maybe if the troops over there protected him, that would make sense. But Richard lives over at the mines, and they wouldn't want to send anybody over there. And then Amalia's at the town watch center, right? So like she would have been right at the front lines, basically at that point, coming from the east. So, I mean,
I think Amalia's purpose is more that she's an insider that can control where our troops are sent.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, but then why send people to the markets? They've all been evacuated, right?
To the mines.
Why is that important?
We need people to protect the city. If we don't have peoples at the front line to protect the city, what do we have?
No, I'm saying, like, why was she sending people to the markets? Like, why did she want to send people there? If those are all evacuated. Why would the big baddies here want to send people to the markets? I don't get it. What's up with that?
Something to protect.
You're sure there's no one else that he mentioned that, like, works for them in the city or something?
There was a fourth, and I don't remember who it was.
Same.
Stellan Wishtov.
Oh, yes. I thought I said Stellan.
You did not.
Oh, I thought I did. My bad.
You said Amalia.
My bad. I did miss one.
Amalia, Aditya, and Richard were the 3 that you'd said. But yeah, Stellan. She kind of like rubs her chin. It's the Stellan Wishtov. That name does not ring a bell for me. I pretty much know everybody.
Tully. You remember the deal about Stellan, don't you?
Yeah, we saw data about him in the weather center.
Okay.
Basically, that he was He was observing from the sidelines, was what we gathered. He's somewhat of importance in Draketh, but he kind of commented on how he was watching all of the different races and people from the sidelines.
And okay, so and then he had like the authority to tell Aditya what to do, I guess.
It seems like he's in charge of all of the Draketh spies.
Because Aditya cowered as soon as he read the message.
Yeah, I mean, y'all said that they threatened to kill him, right? If he didn't do what they said.
That's
so
exactly
I mean,
correct.
I don't blame the guy to a certain degree.
Peggy said
We've-
that she knows everybody here in Draketh. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And our friend in the stink bomb room.
TM trademark.
Said that Stellan was embedded here for a really long time, I thought.
Yeah, like 25 years, he said.
25 years. So we must know Stellan under maybe a different name, unless he's been hiding for 25 years.
I don't know. I mean, that name does not. It just does not ring a bell for me.
What position in the city do you think would give access to watch a large amount of people without being known or seen?
I mean, before all this water, I mean, just about, you could do a lot of different things. I mean, you could be, I mean, one of the city council members, of course. That would get you in with a lot of people because you got to get elected, which means you got to talk to people. Maybe somebody who is like a servant at an important house that hosts like dinner parties or something like that. That could be it. That gets you real close to people. So I mean, gosh, I mean, even like, I mean, just being real with y'all, somebody like me, somebody who runs one of the Scraptic HQs, like we're connected to a lot of folks. It's not me, to be clear. I'm dirty as fuck and I'm righteous as a sin, but I am not selling my people out. I'll tell you that right now. Not unless for unlimited foot massages. And then I might flip. I'm just being real. But it's a good question.
So we're thinking that he was operating under a false name then.
An alias.
I mean, I guess it makes more sense.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm wondering also, like, would he be someone of importance, or would he have just, since he's just been observing, would he have just been a regular person?
I think he said in his report that he was someone of import.
Someone of importance within the High Mind.
I guess I took it as someone of importance within Draketh.
I could be
That's what I
misunderstood.
was-
No, I also took it as importance within the High Mind.
The start of his thing, because I have it pulled up, says, during my time as a person of some import in Fulguros and Draketh.
Okay, so someone
Okay, so
of
so-
importance or someone of import?
Imports,
Here.
but I mean, it's
It's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Fulguros now is not. There's not a settlement there, or there is a settlement there?
There still is, yeah. It's on the map.
Okay, yeah.
It's actually one of like the least affected areas down there on kind of like the southeast corner of the map. There's a big river near it now, but like it's not too bad.
Peggy, are you familiar with people in Fulguros? I know, probably not the same as how many people you know in Draketh, but the note
Sure.
did say that it could have, he was in both.
Oh, sure. I mean, I've got some contacts down there. I mean, they're good for trading. You always want to be moving goods out of, in and out of the cities and everything, but it's just real tough to get down there. Or, I mean, it used to be because of that big stretch of dust blown. You walk through that old riverbed, or else you used to be able to. and you were just open season for bandits and stuff. So it was just tough to get back and forth. You had to bring an army with you just to get across. But yeah, I've got some people down there. I mean, Rain, you can probably speak to that. Y'all come from Fulgros originally. It's tough getting here.
I've only ever done it once.
It's dangerous.
And I had Ilara protecting me.
It is one, it's either an army or an Alara. That is actually the exchange rate. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any, you don't have any way to contact anybody down there quickly, I'm assuming, either.
Not quickly. I mean, especially now.
Yeah.
I mean, the fastest runner, and I'm putting that in big old air quotes, could get down there is probably several weeks. Probably less bandits.
The hive mind could have got a note here much more quickly. Maybe this Stellan is located in Fulgros and has enough ways to observe what's going on.
But if
to get a note here.
If Stellan's in Fulgros, then why would they need to move the troops? It would seem like it's pointing to he's hiding out in the West Streets.
That's a good point.
That's true too. Yeah. It's so tough with them because they sort of operate by observing from afar, so you really they've been spying on us from these stations. Who knows if he's got a station set up in Fulgros that's like a command center. That's kind of where my mind went, but it might be more obvious that he's just hiding out and he's not on a list of their assets or whatever to protect.
I hear, from everything you have told me, though, from that report that y'all read to me, it was like, it made it seem like he was real close to people here, though.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I really don't. I'll ask around and see if anybody knows a Stellan Wischtoff, but like, I can't guarantee anything, but I'll put the word out, that's for sure.
Do you think that maybe we could put together a side team of Scraptics or something to maybe do a sweep of the markets and see if we find anyone that's hiding out, maybe on the
because the market should otherwise be clear,
the
shouldn't
down
it?
low. Mm-hmm.
That's what
For the
everybody's...
exception of that one merchant.
Oh, QWERTY? Yeah, he's a
exception
card.
of-
That guy.
He didn't want to leave the markets, remember?
Is it?
I don't know
QWERTY?
why he is or
fucking
where he's
QWERTY?
from. Yeah,
I don't know.
QWERTY.
He's like some other dimensional being,
Yeah, it's hard to... I tried to touch him one time and I felt squirrely after, so I don't know.
Didn't you say the same thing about my dad one time?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I don't know what
we have gone there.
What do you... I mean, I've had like a nice glass of Chianti with your dad on occasion after a late... But I don't know that it's ever been... No. I'm sorry, what? Somebody's calling me. I gotta go. And she kind of leaves immediately.
I guess we could go look for ourselves, but I don't want to be unprepared for
We
any
also have
incoming
no
attacks.
idea what this Stellan looks like.
We don't. I'm sorry. Did Peggy say that she knew people in Fulgros? Did she say if she knew, or maybe like how we have council members here, would she happen to have like a list of the council members there as well, or like the important people there?
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line for her is that of the people that she knows in Fulgros, that name doesn't ring a bell. Certainly she knows those people, the council members or similar ruling body or whatever it is that they have down there. And it's not like one of them is Stellan Wischtoff.
That wasn't my thing. Was because they are of somewhat importance in in Fulguros as well as in Draketh. My hope was that we could get that list and compare it to our list and see if there was a name that was similar or if not the same. You know what I mean? And
What-
cross-check that way.
Sorry, what list of people from Fulguros?
Like if she knew the people of importance out in because this person is Stella, right?
Stellan. But yeah.
Stellan, because Stellan is of importance and we're under the impression that he is going under a completely different alias. If she knew the people of importance out in Fulguros and we knew and she knew everybody out in Draketh, then we could cross check the names to see if there was a similarity or if there was. Does anybody understand what I'm trying to get at?
I totally get.
Okay.
Like you're saying, hey Peggy, do you know VIPs in Fulguros, and can we compare and can we look to see if those names are any of them Stellan Wishtov, basically?
Not Stella Wishtov, because we already know he's going by an alias. So
Just to see if there's a name that's
to
similar
see if
between
there's
both.
a name that's the same in both or similar in both. So then that will point us in the direction of, oh, it's actually QWERTY. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's not QWERTY. QWERTY is a merchant. He is a just to be clear,
He's just a little guy.
He is a story
I know.
mechanic so that I can get you guys items. That's why. That's the only reason.
I
he
was
exists. It's not QWERTY.
definitely
really
sussed
fun
out
to
about
know.
him for a second.
Yeah.
It is
that
not.
Nah, he's just a little guy.
He's just a little weirdo. Yeah. He's the
It's Bob's.
he's the Gashapon essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she like comes back and like hands you a list of like important people that she has worked with in Fulguros, and you like all the way down that list, and there is nothing
Nothing that matches or is similar.
that
to
matches.
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peggy, I forgot to ask before we started this interrogation, but did you recognize this Wayland character? When we brought him in?
I've seen him around a couple of times. He used to go down to one of the plazas on the south side of the city and like yell at people about like gods and stuff. And I know that you love that kind of thing, Elson. And I respect that. That's not for me. But he just yell at people. I'd be getting my coffee and he would just turn up a ruckus. People were really bothered by it, I would say. Yeah,
How
he
long
wasn't
have you
nice
seen
about it
him
like
around?
you. I'd say he was here for probably a year or so before he I guess booked it. He said he was going west. Like there's anything that way. To like go find the gods or something. So I was real surprised when you brought him back in because he was supposed to be gone on some kind of pilgrimage or something.
When did he say that?
That was on the morning of that day that I gave you all your first mission together as a group.
It's been a few weeks.
Obviously, our dealings at the weather station changed his plans.
Elson is going to turn back around and he's going to go back through the door.
To the stink room?
To the stink
Make a
room.
con saving throw. DC 10, or else you're gonna puke.
Of my own, on my own musk?
own
Come on,
thing.
my
On your
own musk?
One. It's different when it's out in the open like that.
All right. Let's see.
Also, it's Tully's mental.
It doesn't
image
even
of
matter.
your-
That's a nat one. That's
you absolutely just volcano puke all over the ground. And Waylon goes, okay.
He hasn't puked at all?
No, he looks like he's having a tough time, but no throw up.
Woof. I smell richer than I thought I did.
Why don't we both get out of here? Go get some fresh air.
Elson kind of ignores him. Stellan, what does he look like?
No, my name's Waylon.
I know you are. I'm talking about Stellan Wischtoff.
Okay, and sorry. Well, the smell is so bad. I'm having trouble forming like complete thoughts and sentences right now. What was your question?
Stellan Wischtoff. What does he look like?
Huh. Well, let's make a deal. I will tell you what Stellan looks like if you let me go. Pretty good deal.
What about a different deal? You tell us what Stellan looks like, and we remove the smell.
Area, if you're in the room, you got a con saving throw DC 10 to be in the conversation because we got
Fucking
it. Sorry,
nailed it.
we got to make you. We have to. It's a tense
I get
moment.
to say it from the doorway. Oh,
Oh,
my
it's
God.
so
that
bad at the
way.
door. It's so bad at the door. Just a choke point in more ways than one.
What am I doing?
Con
You
saving
passed
throw.
it because it was only
Yeah,
Okay.
you should.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it smells so bad. Sorry, what was your question one more time there, Mango? Oh, you said if he answers, you'll get rid of the smell.
Yeah. We'll take out the whatever Tully left that's
And I'll clean up my
He-
barf.
He thinks really hard about it and says, "No, I don't think I can do it. If you let me go, I will tell you what he looks like."
All right, I guess we're leaving you in here for a little bit to think about it.
No,
Yeah,
hey,
and
no,
then
no,
he's gonna
don't. Hey,
slam the door.
don't.
Wait, let me out first.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry,
Close
Ari,
the
after
door on me.
you. And then slams the door.
This
Then Aries
sucks.
just gonna be like,
Mhm.
"Jesus,
Yeah, I know. I don't remember smelling that bad.
my
It
God."
smells so bad in here. Guys, it smells so bad in here. Come
We
on.
could have helped you.
I was
You
just
had a
gonna rip him with
chance.
the smell.
Just like, come on. Seriously. It's like, I know you don't know what fish are, but it's like if a fish had an existential crisis and then pissed itself. That's what it smells like.
Do you have any
What the hell are we
bullets?
gonna do
Can we
about
add
this
another?
guy?
Can we add another musky smell in there?
No, don't you dare.
What does
I
Stellan
can
look
do-
like?
I can do 2 at once.
Can or cannot?
I can.
Can.
Oh, Cam. Ooh.
It's not. This is not cool. You guys are all like, we care about people, and then lock me in here with what I can only describe as
You
like,
would be amazed at what we could do with Peggy's musk.
Oh, that's a
I don't
good
know what
one.
that means, but I don't want anything near me if it includes pegging. Okay.
What does Stellan look like?
Cool, probably. I would say like a cool person.
All right, let's get some more musk.
No.
And then leave him in there for a while. He'll talk in about 24 hours.
I can also do like a sound.
Ooh.
Like a
It would
sound
just-
that just keeps
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, just keeps going.
How about some soft jazz?
So if we want to do like a very loud, piercing alarm, or a second smell, but I just wanted to give everyone the option.
I
Loud
could.
alarms, lame.
Do you want me to? I have some recordings of me reading off Morning Lord's prayers.
Oh, that would actually be interesting. Can we do that one? I would like to learn about it.
You know what? I changed my mind. Let's go back to the smell thing. I think
No,
the smell
you
thing is what-
offered
Fire
it, though.
alarm.
Fire alarm. Do we know what a fire alarm?
You probably know what a fire alarm is. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I vote for fire alarm.
Is it like the constant one, or just a beep? That thing that like happens.
No, like it's going off.
Okay, you guys suck. Okay, like I would never. Well, okay, no, I can't say I wouldn't. Do. If I
Yeah,
was
but you
ordered
would.
to do this, I would do it because that's like my job. But like,
What does Stellan
Yeah,
look
like
like?
your whole purpose of existence or whatever.
he clean.
Totally gonna start fashioning the a very, very loud, very high pitched alarm tinker into another bullet.
Man, this sucks. I mean, it's great, to be clear, but it also sucks. Yeah, you throw that into the room. All the artificers that are like near you all kind of like turn and stare, and like they're like, "Hey, we're working. Like, can you come on?"
Sorry, just a second. Just a second.
So now there's a very high-pitched squealing, just constant droning, like, alarm.
I think there might be stuff in the Geneva Convention about this, just so you know. I don't think this is, like, strictly kosher, just basically.
Well,
so,
to
like,
be
just,
fair, if you knew anything about the Geneva Convention, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing anyway, so I call bullshit.
The one
Actually
that
true.
I know about is a convention where people named Geneva get together and have a chill time. Is that the one you're talking about? Because that's the one that
Nope.
my friend Geneva love every year. Huge fan.
You know a lot of Genevas.
It's like 3, but it's a
Geneva
popular name.
Convention?
You know,
More like Geneva Suggestion.
these things, it's like a cycle. You probably know like a couple of Daves. You know.
You should probably stop talking before we had another one.
Oh, come on.
And also, I lean into Tully. I don't know if you can do a third one. I'm just bluffing.
Yeah, it's only 2.
Okay, that's cool. These are good too. We should let the council know.
Yeah, we'll come back and check on him.
Yeah, I think we just leave him for a little bit. Peggy, might want to check on this guy every few hours, see if he wants to tell us what Stellan Wishtov looks like.
All right. Oh yeah, I'll check in on him if y'all want me to.
If he cracks, let us know.
For sure. Is it still stinky? Do I need nose plugs when I go
I
in
would
there?
absolutely nose
sure.
plugs. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
It's really bad. My throw up is in there too.
Oh, cool. Great. Yeah, sure.
We'll clean it up.
We'll clean it up. Yeah.
I've heard that one before. Okay.
I'm a holy man, Peggy. I'm good to my word.
Well, I'm sure. Okay, sir. And Lord be with you and also
with
to
you.
you. Yeah.
Sorry, it just happens. It just happens. It's
For sure. As you finish this conversation with Peggy, you kind of finally get a glimpse out of the windows and realize that the sun has set and that it is nighttime now. That interrogation took a while. The events at the temple took a while, and just like the time has passed, and it's now nightfall. As you ascend up through Peggy's office and onto the roof of the Scraptic HQ, in the darkness of the night in Draketh, you look up and begin to notice an eerie green light is emanating through the clouds above you.
Awesome.
This day just keeps getting better and better.
That is totally not a spooky omen.
As you sort of stop to watch this emanation kind of float through the clouds, you see these orbs of green light begin to descend out of the clouds very slowly. They're not falling like rocks. They're not like, dropping to the ground with any great force or anything like that. They're just sort of like lilting. Oh, I'm going to sneeze one moment.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. They're just kind of like lilting along in the breeze. And eventually, after 10 or 15 minutes or so, they're just captivating. You're just standing here sort of watching this happen in the rain. And one of them lands maybe like 15 or so feet away from you, up on the roof of the Draketh HQ. As it lands, as you sort of enter into its presence, you are filled with a sense of dread. And darkness falls across your eyes. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw. The DC is 11.
Oh, shit. It never ends. It never ends.
15.
19.
5.
Do you want to Tides of Chaos that, Rain?
I don't think I have any left.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
I've already used it. We haven't had a rest in a very long time.
I thought we had. No, you guys got a rest. I don't think you used it at the temple, did you?
No, we didn't rest at the temple.
We didn't rest at
immediately
the
went
temple.
back.
We have
No.
not
I
rested.
mean, I don't think you used tides when you were at the temple. If I'm remembering
Oh.
correctly. At least I don't
think
have it.
Did.
Did you? Okay. Okay. No worries then. Those of you who succeeded, who beat an 11, there's a moment where the sense of dread just deepens and deepens into where you are just completely certain that like all hope is lost. And then there's a moment where it's like, wait, no, it's not. And there's this buoying like warmth that kind of spreads throughout your body. That darkness that was beginning to fall over your eyes retreats, and it's still somewhat dimmed when you are near one of these orbs, but it's not complete darkness. For you though, Rain, it is just complete devastation. There is a certainty in your heart that nothing will ever go right again, and your vision is completely obscured by darkness. Peggy crawls up the ladder below you and says, well, I'll be damned. The oasis really is here. Y'all, those are ghost lights.
Ghost lights.
What's that?
It's sort of the oasis, their calling card. They send out these little pufflets of light that look real pretty and get people close to them, and then it just makes you want to lay down and die. And it makes it hard to see, so they can just sneak up on you and get you. And as you look out across the city, you see hundreds, if not thousands, of these lights descending from the skies and settling onto every rooftop, into the streets. They float in the water of the river without being moved by its current. And it is as though a pall has fallen over the city of Draketh.
A pall? What's a pall?
So,
Like it's
on a casket that, you know, the big, like, cloth that they put over it. It's called a pall.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a big blanket, basically. Morning
you
Lord,
all
help
see
us.
you all see Rain react to this, and Rain, for you, you're blind. Like, you can't see anything. And I want to know what Rain does at a moment of like deep darkness. Like, how does she react in that moment? Like, what do you do?
I think Rain just collapses to the ground and just like stay silent. Kind of just being lost in thought, not really sort of listening to what Peggy's saying or what anyone's doing. She's just like sitting, looking down at the ground.
Can I use my divine sense on one of these orbs to try to determine, like, what it is, like to see if there's any way that I can determine like how to I guess combat it or snap Rain out of it.
Divine Sense is only going to tell you if there's a creature of a certain type within like 60 feet of you.
You can, okay, as an action you can detect good and evil.
Yeah.
Until the end, you can sense anything affected by the Howl spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use it 3 times for long rest. I guess that, like, instead of, like, knowledge about it, like, will it tell him, like, if this is something divine or if this is, like, inherently good or evil?
Sure. Yeah, like we can roll with that for sure. No roll to activate that. It's just an auto active. Yeah. I mean, the immediate sense that you get from this is that it is undead magic, necromantic magic.
This is necromancy. I'm going to like put my arms around Rain and try to carry her like farther away from the orb to see if distance helps.
For sure. As you kind of get over to where the zip lines are set up, you're about like 20 feet away from the orb, and Rain, it's like 100-pound weight is lifted off of your chest, and you are able to see again, and hope isn't lost. You are back to normal. I mean, there's like a lag a little bit where you're kind of like coming out of it, but you are basically back to normal within just a few moments once you are far enough away from it.
Hello? What the hell was that? And can I never experience that ever again?
Looks like that's how Oasis is gonna try to stifle us. Peggy, do you know of anything that we can do to work against these? Is there anything whatsoever?
I don't know too much about them other than just like, usually if you get close enough to Oasis and you can see those, normally no one ever sees you ever again. So I have a thing I gotta do, so and she crawls back down the ladder.
Rain, it seemed like you're the only one strongly affected, so we just gotta try to move smartly so you're not too close to him.
Everybody make a perception check. DC 10. Ooh, good roll, good roll.
17.
Dirty
11.
20.
19.
Oh, wow. Successes
Hell
all
yeah.
around. Successes all around. You all hear the familiar kind of whining of one of the zip lines. Coming from the north. As most of all of them are kind of north of where the Scraptic HQ is. But coming from the most north, let's say, is Elson, none other than Sister Queena, is riding on one of the zip lines coming to the Scraptic HQ.
Sister.
She dismounts off of the zip line and says, I have never had so much fun before. Oh my goodness. Do you get to do that a lot? Because that was a ball.
It is
oh
a
my
lot of
goodness.
fun. It is a lot of fun, I gotta admit. Morning Lord be with you. Are you well?
Morning Lord be with you. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Sorry, we have things to talk about. You asked me to search for information about this god Primus.
Yes.
I went through all of we've had very many visitors to the chapel recently, and even some of the sisters from the Temple of Astishia have come to rest at our chapel now. We're really close to running out of room. I'm sorry, I have just had so much fun just now. Okay. But I went to the chapel library I looked through all of the scrolls that we have, and some of them are quite old. And one of them that I found says that most of, at least historically speaking, most of Primus's worshippers in Avved have been gnomes. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but that's what it says. It says that for the most part, the worshippers of Primus are gnomes. And the only two gnomes that I know are Bits and Bobs, but I don't think they worship any gods or goddesses, at least not that I'm aware of. I suppose I haven't had many interactions with them. One of them did come to the chapel once and try to take our offering plate, even though it was empty. They said they needed it for a project, I guess. Anyway, but the thing that I know about gnomes, and you might know this, or anyone in your group might know it, is that most gnomes in Avved live in Rise, on top of Rise with the Kenku. So maybe you need to go talk to the gnomes about Primus in Rise. Maybe they know something.
This is really helpful, Quina. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it was just sort of the scroll was practically in tatters when I found it, and I only could, translate a few things. But I hope that that's helpful.
Every little
For
bit
sure.
helps. Sister, you see these orbs? He's gonna point.
Oh yes, they're quite disturbing, aren't they?
Keep everyone inside as far away from them as possible.
I'm going to get on this zip line and have a bit more fun as I head back.
That sounds like a great thing. Just avoid those on the way.
I will, but Elson, you know that ghost lights are created anytime that a soul is raised from the dead, right?
I must say that bit of necromantic knowledge has eluded me.
I am a bit worried about the number of them that I'm seeing right now. So please, and she looks at the whole group, at Tully, at Rain, at Aerie, and at Elson in turn, and says, I hope that each of you will take heart and protect not just each other, but our whole city.
We'll do everything we can. Morning Lord protect you.
Morning Lord protect you. It seems that we will need his light, perhaps more than ever. And she hooks back onto the zip line and starts shooting away back toward the temple quarter.
I imagine her like, wee!
Yeah, she just whee on her way back down.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably keep at least one zip line after all this is over, even just for Sister Quina.
I mean, it's a really efficient way to get around. Saves so
Really
much
is.
time.
And she's right, it is fun. That's worrisome. Undead.
A
Oh,
lot of undead.
this
So there's
is-
one made for each undead.
Yeah.
This really just does keep getting better and better. And so we're seeing thousands of these.
Yeah,
Like
I was gonna say, you said
hundreds, if not thousands. Yep.
Oh boy.
You hear another, also kitty cat.
Kitty!
Kitty cat. You hear the easterly zip line starting to whine as somebody is zipping across. And that same runner that's talked to you both at the Temple Quarter and at the beach to get you to come to the HQ each time is zipping across, and he jumps off the zip line and says, hey, so big news. Amalia is gone. We got orders to call the troops back to their original positions, and she got upset and said she was gonna go talk to the council or something. But Damien is there and running things, and he said he needs to talk to you right now if you're available.
Let's go. Fuck.
Everybody going?
Mm-hmm.
We go.
Good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
All right, you zippity-doo-dah across to the Town Watch headquarters and get inside, and it's just in complete cacophony. Like people are running around, like talking to people out in the field, trying to get the troops back to Mount Draketh and to the Underfarm and to all the places where you had originally assigned to them. And it seems to be happening, like that progress is taking place. But it's just chaos trying to make all of that happen. And Damien, who seems to have gotten a night's rest, or at least a day's rest, is back in charge, standing at that holographic table. And when he sees you come in, he says, okay, I have 2 pieces of information that I want to share with you. Both of them suck. So do you want the bad one or the bad one first?
Let's go with the bad one.
You look better. You look like you got some sleep.
I sure did, man. I guess long enough to let an agent of the people who were attacking us override a bunch of the decisions that we had made. So that was cool. It was cool to wake up to hear that I had gone unconscious at the exact moment when I was needed most.
It wasn't your
great.
fault, Damien. None of us knew.
Amalia would have overridden you anyway.
I just can't help but feel like I should have been able to do more.
You're just one person. We're doing the best we can. Tell it to us straight. We'll figure it out.
That lady that you brought here a couple of weeks ago, Lorelia,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
my runners in the city said that they spotted her. She's here.
In the city.
Oh, shit.
She's in Draketh.
Where?
West side of the city, but the runner lost sight of her as he was on one of the zip lines. Guys,
She could be meeting
she was
her.
running across the surface of the water.
What?
The hive mind doesn't seem to be the type to practice magics.
Well, they certainly are advanced enough to be prepared for something like this, I'd expect.
Hmm.
I don't think we can be surprised.
Sorry, I said I had 2 things. One of them I actually have 3. 2 of them are bad and one of them is good. Tully, this is the good news. One of my runners, weird to say my runners, used to be Amalia's, now they're mine. Sorry. One of my runners came over here because they said that your dad thought that you might be here at one point or another because you've been really busy recently. He says, at least according to the runner, that the thing he's been working on is almost done. And he might eventually need you to help him out with it, but he's good for now. He just wanted you to know that, the update is that it's getting close.
Oh. Okay. I need to get over and check on him then.
Okay, the last bit of bad news. I've had scouts, and this was even before Amalia had come back, and thank God I didn't mention that I had them out in the field, because she would have certainly brought them back ahead of time, but I've had scouts out in Avved, out to the east and out to the south, to try to find out when all those mercenaries are going to be getting here. That one group of Defiant Claws was quick enough and sneaky enough to be able to get past them without them noticing, but the last tier's Defense Force, the Oasis, the Obelisk, and the Defiant Claws, we have eyes on them now. And I hate to say it, but they're a lot closer than what we thought they were.
How much time do we have?
Put it around 12 hours.
Oh my god.
Probably going to be here around midday tomorrow.
And
Well, I
Lorelia is
certainly
already.
need a long rest.
There's not a whole lot we can do in this condition.
The Scraptics said, the Artificer said that they're going to have all those defensive positions ready to go in time. So that's going to be done. Our troops will be in position by that point, and they certainly have enough time to be able to bunk down and rest. But it's not half a week. It's not 7 days from now. It's tomorrow.
Well, at least we know everyone will be ready.
Get some sleep. It's going to be a big day.
What do we do about Lorelia actually already being here, though?
Do you have anyone that you can send into the markets to see if they can find her? Anything at all?
Not without pulling troops away from one of the defensive positions.
Mm-hmm.
I think the priority is dealing with the incoming battle.
We should let the troops know. We should at least let them know that there is a breach.
Oh, they've all been informed.
Good.
And they know what she looks like.
Good.
So they're on the lookout. But if she is moving fast enough to be able to run across water, I don't know that anybody's going to be able to catch up to her.
That's fair.
I also didn't know she could do that.
None of us did.
She surprises us every day.
Well, then I guess there's nothing left for us to do but rest and prepare.
Rest up for the battle.
Big day tomorrow.
Big day tomorrow.
All right, that's where we're going to end it.
All right.
Miss Guild.
I was going to ask, like, for resting, do we go to our respective homes or do we actually just, like, rest together? 'Cause the city's been evacuated. Like, we evacuated.
Yeah,
everyone.
there's not really. I feel like Mango's the only one with a home left.
Fair.
Well, Tully's got his apartment at the Scraptic HQ.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And I have I guess just the temple.
The chapel.
We have the top of the temple.
Yeah. I mean, I would just bunk down at the headquarters if there's
Yeah.
space.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I was
shit.
thinking too. Is that we should probably be like all together.
Yeah, we don't want to split the
Yeah.
party at this state.
Although Tully has to go check on his dad.
Yeah.
Split the party.
I did have that thought too of bringing up. I didn't know if we were going to end before we started talking about the rest, but of us planning a little sleepover or something. 'Cause I don't think we should be away from each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some RP I'm gonna want to do at least like as we're like getting ready to like sleep.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Is Elsa gonna get a shower in? Oh wait, no, you lick yourself. That's right. I forget.
Constantly.
I'm a cat. I'm a big kitty.